Happy Saturday, and welcome to the Ram Ashram Satsang Weekend Workshop, where you will learn a modern Satsang method for obtaining peace, light, and love in your life. My name is Eddie, and I will be introducing the facilitator for today's event. But first, I'd like to give you a brief overview of this Satsang session. If you direct your attention towards your screen, you'll see the first element is Satsang. Satsang is a scientific method whereby we may obtain peace, light, and love in our life. It requires no physical skill, spiritual accomplishment, or meditation experience to begin this practice. Satsang consists of two words, Sat and Sang. Sat means positive energy, and Sang means to be with or to be in the presence of. Therefore, the word Satsang means to be in the presence of positive energy. The next element is meditation. Meditation is an important part of Satsang. When we meditate, we withdraw consciousness from worldly objects and direct it inwards to focus on a single thought. In doing so, our minds become calm and our thoughts become pure, thereby allowing us to obtain higher states of consciousness, such as enlightenment, peace, light, and love. Inner orientation. There are two types of Satsang, inner Satsang and outer Satsang. An example of outer Satsang will be chanting or attending pilgrimages. When we practice outer Satsang, we have the potential to change our behavior. But only through the practice of inner Satsang can we obtain higher states of consciousness, such as enlightenment, peace, light, and love. The Satsang that you will learn today is an inner Satsang where we meditate in silence. Group session. These weekend workshops are structured for group participation. When we meditate as a group, our focus is improved and our personal progress along our spiritual path is expedited. By regularly attending these weekend workshops, the benefits of group participation are amplified. Joy and inner happiness. All beings wish to experience joy. Joy is the eternal longing of the soul. But only through the practice of inner Satsang can we obtain a joyous state. Each time we practice Satsang, our inner happiness gradually increases, ultimately culminating in a state of joy, which we experience 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The agenda for today consists of 3 sessions: the informative session, the practice session, and the interactive session. During the informative session, a lecture will be given about a Satsang topic, the founder, or some relevant spiritual topic. During the practice session, you'll receive instructions on how to meditate, followed by a period of practice. During the interactive session, you have the opportunity to ask questions, or there'll be a panel discussion. And now, I'd like to introduce the facilitator for today's event. He has over 40 years of Satsang experience. He's the grandson of Guru Maharaj, the founder of Ram Ashram Satsang. He was born into a Satsang family where he experienced his family members obtain states of enlightenment and lead lives of peace, light, and love. At an early age, he began traveling with the mission throughout India, facilitating satsangs. And during that time, he witnessed the positive effects that satsang could have on mankind. And upon arriving to the United States, both he and his wife continued to facilitate satsangs for local satsangees. He has led teams of satsang members in translating important satsang literature into English and has worked tirelessly to make satsang more accessible to Western and English-speaking audiences. He currently travels throughout the United States, India, and England, facilitating satsangs while maintaining his duties as a husband, a father, and an IT executive. Today, he will teach us a rare and ancient form of satsang as taught by Guru Maharaj. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Sanjeev Kumarji.
So happy Saturday, everyone. Glad that we are here in Satsang and very excited, very positively oriented. Guru Purnima, which is Guru's Day, which we celebrate, like throughout India, there will be multiple, events and at my home too. So I was about to say, like last year, we went to the Vienna Community Center for one of the sessions. This year, because it's coming right in the middle, so we have two sessions, and Friday and the Saturday morning will come as the third session, and we have five sessions. So the Friday, Saturday, both have two morning, evening sessions, and then Sunday morning session. And so yeah, I'll be, instead of in my living room, I'll be in the basement with 100 people, and um, so we'll keep this session short because I have several things running in terms of prep. I was also thinking, so next month we have in person in Toronto. We're also thinking about end of the month in London and Manchester again. And then there is Cleveland coming up in September, and Connecticut in November. And a lot of this information has not been flowing very smoothly. So we're now actually, I think I'm 80% there for the last 6 months. So new website, new app, and a whole new approach to engagement that should be rolling out sometime soon. Hopefully I can get that sorted. So today, you know, I was again, read a Zen story, and it was about disciplined thinking. And it kind of resonates a lot because what we do here, and what Guru Maharaj and Dada Guru Maharaj talked about is, in a way, it's not named that way, but it is a way of influencing positivity. So the positive backdrop of this transcendental energy provides a positive backdrop for a transformation, as well as a new or slightly change, sometimes slightly, sometimes transformational change in how you think. So in the story, the Zen master is talking about observing your thoughts, and then basically the example was like as though it's your garden, and which finally I have gotten time to look at my yard, as so many people would be looking at it. So I think if we do it more often, and we learn the art of, um, you know, uh, looking at and observing your mind as though it's a garden, and you have to, in a disciplined way, uh, take the weeds out. So if the weeds were the negative thoughts, and uh, thoughts that are keeping you from either happiness or purpose or your, growth, um, so uh, I mean, in that story, the focus was more on the disciplined thinking, but in our practice, there is a positive backdrop which provides the North Star, or the strength, which then can be utilized to not just observe, but, continually read out. Um, and recently, I think I might have talked about it, but, uh, you know, I was, there was, um, I watched uh, like a short documentary on Swami Vivekananda, who came in the 19th century to Chicago and to the world of religions, and um, profound thoughts there. But his guru was Ramakrishna Paramhans. Now, uh, the key here is this Paramhans is, in a way, it could be a title, but more than a title, it's more of a description of a state where uh, Hans is almost like a spiritual or imaginary bird, which uh, if you dilute the milk, it will just take the milk. Or essentially, the idea here is a person who's able to take only the positive, so is not attracted or is not receiving the negative and only grabbing the positive from the environment, from the people, from within. So Paramhans also came to my mind when I was, thinking about this disciplined thinking. So if you want to weed out the negativity, uh, you know, uh, it's you have to cultivate this capability of uh, creating this affinity with positive thoughts, purposeful, growth oriented, um, and and it all ties up with our practice in a very integral way. Um, so self-discovery, and eventually that becomes self-realization, is the critical part of that is disciplined thinking, and which is nothing but observing your mind. And in meditation, you increase your awareness, which is essentially, you know, um, observing your mind, and then figuring out what you want to keep or what you want to think about more, or what you want to uh, you know uh, clean out. And so this disciplined thinking was the thought for today. um, but we don't call it that way, but essentially in the meditation that we'll do now, we are cultivating this habit of creating a very positive backdrop of this transcendental energy. And in that backdrop, let the negativity, the weaknesses, and all the uh, you know things that are pulling you down, let them melt away, and uh, let's evolve the positive, the strength, the light, the love, um, and which is, basically, which then evolves to this Paramhans stage where light, love, and peace, turns into joy and happiness, because at that stage, uh, because of the light, which is knowledge, you understand what matters for you and the environment and everybody around you, and that's what you drive towards. So let's get into the meditation itself. Eyes slightly closed, sit in a relaxed posture, and think about this transcendental energy, which is right here, right now. And we are totally and absolutely focused on this transcendental energy, So the orientation, the connection, uh, and the receiving aspects all come together, um, you know, by just observing this transcendental energy in the form of light and observing that the light is coming into your heart, enlightening your heart, and then distributing throughout your body. And essentially, you are getting completely immersed and you're in this light, and you are becoming the light. You're becoming one with this light. Mind wanders away, which it will just bring it back to this thought and this thought alone, that this transcendental energy in form of light is entering your heart, distributing throughout your body, and you are becoming one with this light. And we'll start with music, then music fades away, and we go deep into this silent meditation, and then we transition out to music again. Let's start. Happy Saturday, everyone. Glad that we are here in Satsang. Great session today. It's Guru Purnima weekend, and we're having the 5 sessions next weekend. So very, very excited. So questions, comments, thoughts? Hopefully we can wrap it up today, next 10, 15 minutes. As usual. So Luz, Eddie, anything?
Happy Saturday, everyone.
Saturday.
No, nothing from me today, but thank you for the wonderful meditation as always.
Yeah, I think it was good today. It was very calming. So Eddie, any thoughts on disciplined thinking?
I think it's always good to be self-aware, to be aware of the thoughts that are in your mind, because I guess it's a way of finding out how our subconscious mind is behaving. It may give us some hints to how our subconscious mind is behaving, because ultimately that is what drives our actions and reactions to stimulus in this world, and dictates our behavior and our personality as people perceive us. So, just being aware of that helps us to understand where we are, and from there to make changes. Obviously, practicing satsang cleanses out those impure thoughts, and makes you, basically a better person, have a better personality. But before that goes into effect, we can do things like you mentioned before. If we feel sad, that we can manifest or imagine the opposite, the pole of that, happiness, and sort of balance out our emotions that way. So those are things that we can practice once we become aware of where our thoughts are at, where our emotions are at. So, I think self-awareness is a good thing, and that's one way that we can apply the principles that you've taught us in the past, is by knowing where we are in terms of our thoughts and emotions. But just in general, I think practicing, in my experience, just practicing satsang, as often as you can, each and every day, just makes the biggest difference in the world. I mean, it seems like you just sort of stay in a state of peace or calm, and it really is very effective, and it works very quickly. And so it's that saying that we constantly say is practice, 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 but it works. And that's my experience. It just when you do that, it just keeps you in this state day after day, and just puts you in a better place where you have pleasant thoughts, and your reactions to stimuli in the world are not adverse. You remain calm and cool and collected, and you just feel better about yourself. And when you go to bed at night, there's no tension. You can rest well. So, it's just a really good place to be. And practicing this method will do that for you. But being self-aware, you can't underestimate the value of that. So, practice that as well.
Absolutely. Thanks, Eddie. All right. So anything else before we wrap up? Yeah, looking forward for everyone to join the next weekend, and hopefully we're this session will be integral to that next weekend, quote unquote, immersive weekend that we will have. So the other sessions are traditional Hindi sessions, but really looking forward to all of that. All right, so may light, love, and peace be with you. Be calm, be happy, and positive. And I think Guru Purnima to me is a very, very special day. It is said that this is the day when, effortless meditations happen because, the energy flows are in place. So take advantage of that, and let's join again on Tuesday, and we'll look forward to meeting you Saturday again. Take care and have a good week ahead. Thanks, Camilla, AC, Yuan. Thank you again, Jeff, Anita Ji, Liz, Eddie.
Thank you, Sanjeev ji. Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you.
नमस्ते भैया
Namaskar, Omkar. Shweta ji, Amarkan ji, Renu ji, Ajit.
प्रणाम भैया प्रणाम भैया
Namaskar, Bhai Sahab, everyone.
walk on
Goodbye.
watching these things.
Namaskar, Arvind ji.
चरणों में प्रणाम भैया सबको अपना
Namaskar. All right. See ya.